Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Hagerstown. We are so glad that you are here with us this morning. And if you were able and you would like to stand on this, that would be great. If not, it's great too. Here we go. God is my help in every need. God does my every hunger feed. God walks beside me, guides my way through every moment of the day. We are, God is wherever we go. God is, let everybody know. God is, and all is well. Now I am wise, now I am true, patient, kind, and loving too. All things I am, can do, and be through Christ the truth that lives in me. Wherever we are, God is wherever we go. God is, let everybody know that God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough, 'cause God is, and all is well. God is my health, I can't be sick. God is my strength, unfailing quick. God is my all, I know no fear, 'cause God in love and truth is here. Wherever we are, God is wherever we go. God is, let everybody know that God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough, 'cause God is, and all is well. All is well. All is well, 'cause God is.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome back from your travels. We're so glad to have you here with us again, Brent and Patty. And welcome everyone here in the room. Welcome to everyone online. We're so happy you could join us here today. And we'll have an opening prayer. So if you'll join me in settling yourselves in for this opening prayer. And just take a breath and a moment to set aside concerns outside of this physical space. Rest and relax with the Spirit of the Divine that is ever present to us all. And we remember the source of all good things in our lives is infinite and inexhaustible. The source of all good in my life is God, love, Holy Spirit. I deserve true abundance and unconditional love. I deserve vibrant health and good feelings. I deserve happiness, peace, and joy. I deserve prosperity, freedom, and ease in my financial affairs. I deserve to have my dreams come true. In every aspect of my world, I see the Holy Spirit in action, loving me and supporting me. We are grateful, and we know this is true, and so it is. Amen. All right, and if you will join me in our vision statement up on the screen. Unity of Hagerstown exists to inspire awakening to the divine within and honor the sacred in all. All right, and then we usually have a mission slide, but we are absent that today. So I will invite our daily word reader, Jay Vanette, to come on up, and we will do that.
It's on, right? Hello, good morning. The overarching word today is life. Observing children playing in a fountain, I hear them laughing as they dart through sprays of water, surprised by sudden geysers. Sunlight turns the wafting mist into prisms of color, a reminder that the same joy and light dance in me. Life can feel like that fountain. Fun, but sometimes catching me by surprise. If I resist, I grow weary. But when I move with its rhythm, dodging, laughing, and dancing, I feel the pulse of divine life. Even in challenging circumstances, I can regard the spray as refreshment, the soaking as grace. Each of these baptisms becomes an invitation to cleansing, renewal, and awakening, a chance to grow in spirit. As I join life's dance, I am lifted. Creativity awakens, joy abounds, and I feel fully alive. The reading is from Psalms. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. And then we have the phrase to be repeated all together. With joy I dance in the fountain of life. Let that settle into your heart space for a moment. And again. With joy I dance in the fountain of life.
Thank you so much, Jay. All right, now we will have a chance to greet our neighbors here in the room. Those of you online, please greet each other as well. If you're new here or haven't been here in a while, we will hug you. But you can just, give us a hand signal and we'll carry on. Just nodding our heads or namaste or whatever you prefer. So please greet your neighbors and we'll have a song. You'll hear the music when it's time to return. Hey everyone, thanks for coming. Appreciate you all being here. We look forward to seeing you in person if you'd like to join us sometime. Have a blessed week and a prosperous week. Wait a minute. Good morning, sir. It's so good to see you.
In the circle and hold this ground in sacredness, this world to bless. We sit in the circle and pass around a thankfulness, a thankfulness. Oh, Spirit of life, we give all thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give all thanks for helping us through. We sit in the circle and hold this ground in sacredness, this world to bless. We sit in the circle and pass around a thankfulness, a thankfulness. Oh, Spirit of life, we give all thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give all thanks for helping us through. Oh, Spirit. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. We sit in this circle and hold this ground in sacredness, this world to bless. We sit in this circle and pass around our thankfulness, our thankfulness. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. helping us through. Oh Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Well, it is my pleasure to announce our speaker for the day. We have a special treat, and if you were here last week, you had the chance to meet Elizabeth Gensler, who has been a Unity of Gaithersburg member since the 90s. While she was a student in her first 4T Prosperity class, she used prosperity principles to create her writing and producing business. And then a few years later, she took the class and created her husband, people. Since then, Elizabeth has facilitated dozens of 4T classes. And currently, through speaking engagements, workshops, and as a podcast guest, she is sharing her message. If not now, when? And she has an additional special treat for us during her talk. She will guide us in meditation before she gets her message out to us. So we're just flipping things around a little bit today for funsies and your delight. So I'll ask Elizabeth to come up and join us. And she and I are going to have a quick wardrobe change, and then she'll be right with you.
I guess oh, now I'm really loud. That'll be a loud meditation. So take 2 deep breaths in and out to prepare for meditation. And then if you could repeat after me, I am not my body. I am not my emotions. I am spirit. Again, I am not my body. I am not my emotions. I am spirit. Then the next time we say this, when we say I am not my body, feel your physical body melt to the ground. And we say I am not my emotions, feel your emotional body just lift up into the air like in a giant balloon. So all that's left is that I am presence within us. Okay, together, I am not my body. I am not my emotions. I am spirit. Continue repeating. I am love. I am peace. I am prosperity. I am abundance. I am wisdom. I am love. I am peace. I am prosperity. I am abundance. I am wisdom. We'll sit quietly for a few moments and just focus on that I am presence within you. And now ask that I am presence to reveal to you. Say, dear God, please reveal to me a step I can take to create more prosperity and abundance in every area of my life. Spirit, please reveal to me a step I can take to create more abundance in every area of my life. Now let my words be your words. Prosperity is mine at all times, and I am divinely guided to my good. Abundance comes to me easily, effortlessly, and with joy. Decisions are clear and easy. My life is full of God's love, and I radiate peace, abundance, and love. Thank you, God, for all the wonderful blessings you have given me and continue to give to me. I'm grateful for your love and right direction in every situation. And so it is. Amen. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Follow your spirit without hesitation, and the universe will rearrange itself to accommodate your picture of reality. Let's see if I can. Whoops. Follow your spirit without hesitation, and the universe will rearrange itself to accommodate your picture of reality. It was in the early 90s when I first started learning things like that I am presence, that God self that we did in meditation, and things like this, that I could follow my spirit. I was guided, it was a time when I was guided by my ego and a lack and limitation consciousness. But then I discovered unity principles and prosperity principles that completely transformed my life. If you use them, your life can transform too. It takes courage, it takes commitment, it takes consistency. But I guarantee you that if you do the work, you will see results if you're looking for more abundance in any area of your life. Now, I met a lot of you last week, and I know some of you are experiencing great success in your careers, but maybe you're looking for deeper relationships. And some of you might be really lucky in love, but maybe there's a personal or professional goal that's still out there that you want to create and manifest. And still others, maybe you're living like I used to live, as a victim in my story. So I want to take you back to the early 90s when I was in my mid-20s, and I want to kind of set the stage. So I was working in a great company, and there we go. I was working in a great company, and it was time for my review. And all of my friends were getting a promotion to this next title, and I really wanted that promotion too. And even though I got a financial increase, I didn't get the new title, and I was pissed. And I saw red, and my victim consciousness came up. My boss doesn't like me, she's out to get me, victim, victim, victim. At the same time, another company had been offering me a job, and I wasn't interested. But they called right after this had happened. And I heard it differently because they told me the title was a director title, which was even a greater title than the title I had wanted. So I followed my ego to the title. 3 months later, they laid me off. So there I was, almost 26 years old. After my severance had run out, I was collecting unemployment. I was embarrassed. I got depressed. And I was scared because I really didn't have much of a savings. At that time, my friends started bringing me to Unity. Well, they were encouraging me to come to Unity, and it took me a while, and I finally agreed. And it's at Unity where I started hearing messages that we all hear here. I am a beloved child of God. No one or nothing is against me. Thoughts held in mind produce in the outer after their kind. Every time I left Unity, I felt love. One particular Sunday, prosperity speaker Edwene Gaines was a guest speaker. Can you clap if you've heard of Edwene? Anybody? Woo! Okay, and raise your hand if you've heard her speak either in person or virtually. Has anybody heard her? Yes. She is a dynamo, isn't she? And she has this amazing rags to riches story where she had less than I had at that moment and became a millionaire. Now, we all know that prosperity, I believe we all know prosperity is more than money, correct? Is it not? But in that instance, I needed the money. And her message resonated with me. And she said, We are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual law. We are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual law. And she went on, and I'm going to share those 4 laws that she shared. But what I want to tell you is right then and there, I decided to do everything she said as an experiment. I was like, my life right now, living by my ego, has gotten me in a pretty bad place. I'm going to try this spiritual law thing, just as an experiment. Let's see what happens, what I have to lose. So number 1, tithing. Giving of your time, talents, and treasure to the people and places that feed us spiritually. When you volunteer your time, you get more time. When you share your gifts and your talents. And then the financial part, this was new to me. When you give 10%, she said, it's the law, spiritual law, that you'll receive 100-fold in return. It's in the Old Testament. She quoted Malachi, where God says, bring ye all the tithes to the storehouse. And God says, put me to the test. If I may not open up the window of heaven and pour you out a blessing so abundant, there will not be room enough for you to receive it. So abundant, there will not be room enough for you to receive it. And she said, when you give 10%, you get 100-fold back. And she said, tithe joyfully, cheerfully, expecting. And again, it was an experiment. So I wrote my first tithe check to Edwene, loved it, blessed it, and then went on to number 2. Pay attention to how you use your words, your thoughts, and your beliefs. The meditation, the I am, that I am presence. We all know that that's our God presence, do we not? But those 2 words, I am, those are the most creative words. Anything you follow by I am is what you are creating. Edwene again went back to the Bible and said, Moses went to Mount Sinai and said to God, hey God, what's your name? And God said, I am that I am. That is our God self, I am that I am, or whatever your version of God, spirit, universe, whatever the God of your understanding. The I am that I am is your creative power. Whatever you follow by the I am is what you are creating. Whether you like it or not, what you are saying and believing and thinking is what you are creating. So I like to make a distinction here, because I think this is what trips people up a lot. You can feel anything you need to feel. Feelings are so valid, right? Feelings are not facts. Feelings come and feelings go, but feelings inform us. But the I am is what you're creating. So when people are saying, oh, I am broke, instead of saying, oh, I'm feeling sad because I'm not making enough money. Different, feeling versus the I am. I'm never going to get into a relationship that I want. Instead of saying, I feel sad or angry or scared. The feelings inform us. I find in my own life, I used to always say, I'm tired, I'm so tired, I'm so tired. And I didn't know why I was so tired all the time. But I was using my I am, and I was creating being tired. But when I replace the I am with I feel tired, I can take responsibility, right? I can say, well, I feel tired because I stayed up doom scrolling on TikTok last night. Or that episode of the show I'm watching that I really shouldn't have watched, I should have turned off. I didn't. I stayed up too late. I need to get to bed early. I need to change something. Our feelings can inform us so we can change. Our I am creates. So if you take anything else from today, just be really mindful of how you're using your words, your thoughts, and even your beliefs. And if you find yourself using your I am in a way that you didn't mean to use it or you realize you're doing it, just cancel it. Cancel it and replace it with the I feel. Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3, take action. Take action towards your passion. What are you passionate about? What do you want to create? Did anything come to you in that meditation, an action, a step you can take? Take action and then let the universe bring the next step to you. Edwene said, how is not my problem. Don't worry about how you're going to achieve the goal. Take one step, and then the universe will bring the next step. And this is where I see people a lot of times, they have an idea, they have a goal they want to create, but then they start thinking about step 5, step 6, step 7, and then they don't know how they're going to do it. They haven't even taken step 1 yet. And they get so freaked out by 5, 6, 7 that they just stop altogether. Take one step, and then the universe will bring you what you need to do for the next step. And in a minute, I'm going to show you how that worked in my life. And then number 4, forgiveness. To me, this was harder than tithing because at that point in my life, I really held on to the people I was angry at. You know, I got some kind of satisfaction out of being angry. The energy of being unforgiving, that energy of feeling like somebody owes you something, you're creating an energetic debt. And supposedly, that energetic debt will show up as debt in your life, lack or financial debt. So the more people you're feeling unforgiving about, that energy can show up as lack and debt in your life. So forgiveness is not easy, and it is a process, and it's nothing that you can do overnight, but you can start by just sending love and light to those people that you're having a hard time not forgiving. Just love and light, that's all you have to do to start. It's a process. Okay, so for tithing, watching your words, thoughts, beliefs, taking action, and forgiveness. Those were the 4 spiritual laws. So let me tell you what happened. I started immediately. I told you I started tithing as an experiment, and then I got out there and I took action. And I signed up with some temp agencies. My background was writing and producing, but I was never being the writer and the producer. I was production assistant, associate producer, things like that. So I immediately got a job, a contract supporting a producer as his associate producer, just for one project. It was part-time. And then I signed up with temporary agencies, traditional ones. One day, 2 different companies called me. They both wanted to offer me a job, and they kept bidding up and raising the rate they wanted to pay me so I would take their job. And I was like, man, this tithing thing really works. So one of the companies said, you know what, we want you to work for us, and we will let you take days off to support the producer, and you can use our computer and printer since you don't have one to do the work you need to for the producer. So it was perfect. I had 2 jobs now. I'm making money, and life was going well. And then Unity of Gaithersburg offered the 4T program. Who has taken 4T? Anybody in here? Susan, yes? Okay, 4T, Stretton Smith's 4T program for the prosperity and fullness of life. And it's a 12-week class. It's like people learn to tithe because they promise your money back at the end if you're not satisfied. But it takes you through all these steps. And for me, it was life-changing. Susan, for you? Yeah. So the very first week of the class, it's tapes, or now CD, DVDs. When we took it, it was tapes. And the very first lesson, Stretton tells a story about how he's at a fancy restaurant and no one's coming to take his order, but everyone else is eating. And that's when he realizes it's a buffet and he has to get up and get it himself. And the theme there was you have to get up and get it yourself. You can't wait for somebody to tell you you're good enough. You know that Spirit of God or the Spirit of the universe within you, you already have 100% of everything you need at all times. You already are good enough. So for me, what that looked like, that producer I was working for, I was doing all the producing. He never showed up. I was running the edit sessions. I was rewriting the scripts. I had the skills to be the producer. So I got up and got it myself, and I combined it with the taking action in the I am, and I made business cards with my name that said writer-producer. Again, I was waiting for someone to tell me I was good enough. So then I went out there and I started networking and giving out my card. And then a few weeks later in 4T, they said, pick one goal that you want to accomplish by the end of the 12 weeks. So the goal I picked was that I wanted my next contract, I wanted to just script write. I wanted to be a script writer for a project. So my simple I am statement, I am now getting work as a scriptwriter. Short, sweet, simple, what I wanted. And my class was affirming it for me. The 12th week, someone in the class came up to me and said, Elizabeth, I have a friend who needs a scriptwriter. Can I give him your card? And I was hired. But I don't know if any of you picked up on this. Did you hear me say that I didn't own a computer and a printer? So people say, Elizabeth, how can you market yourself as a writer if you don't own a computer and a printer? But how was not my problem. I was following what Edwene said to the T. I took an action. There was something I desired. I took a step, trusted that the universe would bring me the next step. If I had waited until I got the computer and printer, I would have missed out on this opportunity. It would have gone to somebody else. So once I got the job, the producer I was working with, he had a very old Commodore, remember those Commodore computers in the suitcase? And a dot matrix printer that was antiquated, but it still worked. He lent it to me so I could use it. I got the job done, I tithed my 10%, and then I had enough money left over to buy my own computer and printer. And that's how my life went on, and I continued. And then my business, my contracts started getting bigger and bigger, and I started making more money, and I was doing what I love, more importantly. And I was taking ownership of my life. I was co-creating with Spirit my life. So a few years went by, and Unity of Gaithersburg offered 4T again. And I decided, okay, I'm ready to create my husband now. You know, the word desire, if you break it up, the DE means of the, and sire is king, but metaphysically, father, but universe, of the universe. I believe that what your desires are coming to you from your spirit, and they're yours to do. Not everybody wants to get married and have kids, but I did. Not everyone wants to be a writer and producer. I did. Those were my desires. And if you have a desire, you have the ability to create it. You wouldn't be getting that desire if you didn't. So here I was taking 4T again, and my I am statement. I am now dating an emotionally available man who is spiritual, Jewish, has a good sense of humor, and who I'm attracted to. That was important, the attracted to part. So I started taking action. And I started telling my friends and telling people and going on some blind dates. And I started taking action towards that. And then my forgiveness work. By then I had been doing forgiveness for several years. And my dad was the unavailable man in my life. And I did some deep work on that forgiveness with him. And I got to the place where I realized his unavailability wasn't about me. It wasn't because I was unlovable. It was because he didn't get love, and he didn't know how to give love. So my anger was transformed to compassion. And when I was able to have compassion for him and forgive him is when I met my husband. I still get the chills because it was a really magical time in my life. But it was work. I had to do the work. So life's going well. I'm now married. I'm still loving my career. And then I did a second experiment, and I stopped tithing. Let me back up for a minute. What happened was I started to be afraid of not tithing. Like I started wondering, is tithing only working because I believe it will work? Law of thoughts held in mind. I believe tithing will work, so it will work. And if I stop tithing, will all my good go away? Is it contingent on just tithing? So I started, instead of having excitement and joy around tithing, I started having this reverse kind of weird fear. So I'm like, let me stop tithing and see what's going to happen. And does anybody want to guess what happened? So some people say, oh, you lost everything. Actually, I made more money that year than I had in previous years. It did not affect me financially. What did happen, though? I found myself saying, gosh, I don't feel like myself. Something feels off. When I meditated, I would fall asleep. I wasn't getting my guidance. Those open doors, green lights that I was used to slowed down. I wasn't getting that instant manifestation. My spark was gone. When I realized that was the only thing that had changed in my life, I started tithing again. And I was back. My spark was back. My instant manifestation was back. I could connect during meditation again. That's when I really got it. Tithing is so much more than finances. It puts you in this flow. It's like a dance with the universe. And when you give, you receive, when you give, you receive. But by putting tithing, you're putting your God of your understanding first in your life, so you're not saying, I only have one source of my good. You're realizing that your sources are unlimited. And I believe if we had spiritual glasses that we could all put on and we can see the unseen, we would see that all these channels of abundance are flowing to us at all times. And I believe that tithing accelerates that. At least it did for me. And of course, all these laws will work individually. When you take action, the universe will respond. When you change your words and your thoughts and your beliefs, the law of attraction, correct? You will create. And when you forgive, forgiveness is great. Forgive away, start that process. But when you do all four together, I believe life is accelerated. And for me, when I did all of these together, I was able to uncover my limitations quicker. And when you can uncover your limitations, you can heal your limitations, and then you can change. So when I did all of this work together and I was creating my husband, I began seeing the source of why I thought I only deserved unavailable men. And I didn't have a container large enough to hold the love that I deserved. And I was able to work on making that container bigger. When I did all these principles together and was creating my business, I discovered that I had a belief that I could be poor and happy or rich and unhappy. And I had to figure out, where did that come from? I had to heal it so I could change it. And that's why I do the workshops, because I share the tools and techniques that I used in my life so other people can help identify their limitations and they can heal them so they can change. Because I think that's where the real work is. Yes, you can use all these and they can work, but there's some underlying work that keeps us limited, that keeps us stuck. And the whole idea of living an abundant life is to have this bigger container and to claim our magnificence. Because if not now, when? If not now, when will we get up and get it ourselves? If not now, when will we claim the magnificence and live the life we were born to live? And if not now, when will we realize spiritual law can change our life and the universe will rearrange itself to accommodate our picture of reality? And I'd like to end with you all saying that with me. Okay, I'm going to read it one time and have you all affirm with me. I'm excited to follow my spirit without hesitation and watch as the universe rearranges itself to accommodate my picture of reality. Together? And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
We're going to have another great song.
So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. You are so blessed, you are so blessed. I am so grateful for all that you have. You are so blessed, you are so blessed. I am so grateful, you are so blessed. We are so blessed, we are so blessed. We are so grateful for all that we have. We are so blessed, we are so blessed. We are so grateful, we are so blessed. We are so grateful, we are so blessed.
Thank you very much for another beautiful song that matches so perfectly with that lesson. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, I neglected to introduce myself at the beginning, but I'm Amy Vanette. I'm assisting with the platform and the running of the show today, in our pastor Sandy Boyer's absence. So now it is time for us to give. So if you have your physical gift with you, I ask you to take that out and hold it in your hand as our wonderful greeter Arnie comes around to collect it. If you give online, hold in mind your contribution. We are so grateful for everything you give, of course. And if you'll join me in the statement above, I give joyfully to my beloved community to support our mission of creating sacred space that empowers spiritual growth and ignites compassionate action. I release any fear of not enough and have faith that God is the source of our prosperity. Amen. And we'll have another song.
Tell you what's funny about that is that Brent is only playing 2 chords, and we always joke around that he's going to mess it up. See? All certain things, right? Well, I'm grateful for the love that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the love, and the beauty, I'm grateful for the beauty that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the beauty, and the blessings. Well, I'm grateful for the blessings that you rain down all day. I'm grateful for the blessings, and the bounty. Well, I'm grateful for the bounty that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the bounty, and the beauty, I'm grateful for the beauty that you rain down all day. I'm grateful for the beauty, Now this is where you really show it. You're gonna say, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. Are you ready? Nice full breath, here we go. Well, I'm grateful, so grateful for the love, Well, I'm grateful for the love that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the love, and the blessings. Well, I'm grateful for the blessings that you rain down all day. I'm grateful for the blessings, and the bounty, I'm grateful for the bounty that you rain down all day. Well, I'm grateful for the bounty, and the beauty. Well, I'm grateful for the beauty that you rain down all day. I'm grateful for the beauty, All right, here it comes. We're grateful. Well, I'm grateful, so grateful for the love and the blessings and the bounty and the beauty, oh, the beauty and the love.
And thank you for your beautiful voice and your 2 chords. Lovely. You know I had to. He didn't wear his special shirt today, so I gotta have something. So, of course, we have a few announcements, and we have our regularly scheduled items down at the bottom there. And then we have a bunch of things coming up. We have our prosperity workshop is after that Elizabeth is going to do. It's going to start around 12:30. There is a love offering of $40, but please do not let that stop you. If you are available to attend, come on in. And then we have plants, my friends. We had our fundraiser, our Cookies and Plant fundraiser at Kellymore Sheds. We made over $400 yesterday. So yay us. But there are plants left. And the instruction is if you'd like to give a love offering, there's a basket out there. Sandy wants the plants gone. I mean, that's the bottom line. So, and then we do have our Kids of Unity coming up this month. It'll be the second and fourth Sundays. The Board of Elections Forum is coming up later in the week on Thursday evening. And we have Ordinary Mysticism, the book that Sandy's been discussing, that she will discuss more next week when she's back. There'll be a pizza gathering next Sunday if you want to come to that and chat more about the book with like-minded folks. We have our monthly Adventures in Resiliency Zoom that discusses the 12 powers. If you're interested in that, you can jump in anytime. Email Reverend Sandy and she'll send you the Zoom link. On the 17th, there'll be a peace meditation here before service. So if you're interested in a longer time of meditation and listening to that I am inside, please consider coming to that. We've got our tea and bingo event coming up at the end, close to the end of May. You need to reserve your spot in advance by paying. And we also are going to be participating in the Hagerstown Area Religious Council's Hark Walk, Ed Poling Memorial Walk for Hunger and Hope. It's a fundraiser for Hark. We will have a team this year. We've had one in the past, but you can sign up, walk a 5K, have a great lunch afterwards. And we mention it today because the early bird pricing ends on the 10th of May, which is in a week. And we're going to need to move our chairs. We have sound bath coming up on Wednesday here at 6 p.m. So we're going to move the chairs to the side, but little Elizabeth probably needs a couple of chairs, right? So do you want to circle or you want to direct?
I'll probably just keep it like...
Do you want to keep just the front row then? Sure. Okay. All the rest of the chairs that need to go off. Yes, exactly. So there is that, and we have our very special announcement. We have the Men of Unity doing the fundraiser. You heard about that last week. We'd love for you to take 10 tickets and sell them. If you can sell more than 10 tickets, that's awesome. But it's a chance to win one of 4 prizes. There'll be 4 winners in this operation, and so they're very nice prizes. If you have tickets today, would you raise your hand so that people know who to come to? Arnie has them in the back. So see Arnie. He will get you your tickets so you can sell them. So, I mean, what a lot of announcements. We got a lot going on here. We are prosperous with a plethora of events. And now we're going to say goodbye to our Facebook friends. We appreciate you being here, and we say goodbye to you now.